quickly to Aldeguer. Aliado fell for one. They need a quick two, or maybe a three. They don't have to go to Ritualo, but he's trapped. They go to Don. Dino has to take it. Dino takes it. Plus a foul!
First of all, I'm amazed that there are still quite a lot of people who recall the game. There are a lot of people who I bump into and they say, "Oh, I remember you. You were the one who took that last shot, and we were there or we witnessed it." And I cannot help but really be flattered by these people, you know, and especially you're trying to relive this what happened in history. And sabi ko nga this memory is so fresh in my mind that I don't need to write it down.
But the ball doesn't drop. Oh, it's got to be a foul. Oh, look at that. Fitting in.
This is actually amazing, Game 3. Game 3, venue was decided in Cuneta because during the time, Araneta was being renovated.
Okay.
And apparently Ultra was not available. We used to play a lot in Ultra or Loyola during the time because Araneta was being renovated. But for this particular game, we're gonna play in Cuneta. And no Lasalite wants to play in Cuneta. Why? Because we have never won it. We lost all our championships in Cuneta Astrodome. We have had a lot of bad memories. I mean, even the free throws of Baldavid against Lasal was also in Cuneta. The popular miss of Elmer Lago was also in Cuneta Astrodome. So technically, we didn't want Cuneta. And I remember I entered the sports office and they're finding ways to move the game out of Cuneta. Okay, maybe to put it to Ultra, but Ultra wasn't available. But they said no, we can't. No. So we had no choice but to go and play Cuneta. And at the same time, we play UST. The team has always beaten us in Cuneta. So the odds were against us. And of course, it's UST again. And the late, great coach Arik Del Rosario, who always had Lasal's number in his pocket. So we come into game 3. You'd be surprised. Driving to the game, I felt so good. I felt light. I felt relaxed. I felt very positive coming to the game, and the only thing going into my mind was, "Coach, put me in. Coach, put me in. I think I'm ready. I believe I'm ready." Come to the game, everybody was so quiet in the dugout. I can remember it so clearly. Everybody was so quiet. The only thing you can hear is the drums outside, and it was so noisy. Everyone was shouting. But in our dugout, you can see the quietness I felt inside the dugout was fear, because you have to understand, USD always had our number in the finals. Then they have Cuneta Astrodome. So you could feel that the trauma was there. The same people that were behind the LaSalle team were coming into the dugout and wishing us luck. And I remember one person coming up to me and saying, "Dino, we need to break the jinx here in Cuneta Astrodome. And hopefully this is the one." And I remember I was in a light mood to the point that one teammate of mine came up to me and said, "Dino, are you not focusing in the game? You seem like you're happy. You're in a jolly mood or whatever." I just said, "No, I have a good feeling. That we're gonna win this game. I have a good feeling that I'm gonna finally come out and have my breakthrough game, whatever." And I remember when I was driving. This was my funny prayer on my way to the game. I was driving to the game and I say, "Lord, I have struggled the entire season. And if you don't know it, this is my final year. And if we don't show something, then I will forever remember this, just a second stringer guy or a guy who just lost it. And I told myself also that night that I want to be remembered as someone who will make a big difference for the LaSalle community. And we come into the game, okay, and Ronald Kwan picks up two quick fouls. Two quick fouls. And all of a sudden, if you review the game, around maybe 6 minutes into the game, I hear Coach Franz say, Dino, come in.
Yun.
And I was like, all right. And the rest was history. I mean, I came in, I was so fired up. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the first half, I already had double figures in points. And I was full of confidence during that game. I mean, I felt so good. I was dishing out good passes to my teammates. I remember giving a good pass down to Willie Wilson, to Renren, and we were doing well. But UST was always there, always there. And second half, the game was just seesaw battle all the way. Talagang no one was giving an inch until maybe the last 3-4 minutes, wherein UST started to pull away to about 6-8 points. 8 point was like 20-point lead during the last 3 minutes. And we had to climb our way back. We had to climb our way. And little by little, I remember Willie Wilson scored a basket. Aliado scored a basket. Renren scored a basket. And I remember I pulled down a medium range jumper that I think tied the game. And then UST calls timeout. They scored again. So it was really a seesaw battle until the end. And until the last point wherein UST was up one, and there was a mad scramble. And what happens here is, no, we call a play. We call a play. And then there was a mad scramble. Yeah, we call a play. And then we look for Renren. Renren takes the shot. He missed. Okay, he missed the shot. And here's Don Aliado right there for the follow-up. And the ball just went in and it went out. I mean, here's Renren taking the corner shot. Nearly went in. It was a bit long. And Don was right under the goal for the follow-up. And it went in and it went out. And then you had Gilbert Lau of UST pulling down the rebound. And then we foul him. And it was like, I'm looking here and I say, Renren missed, Don missed, and I'm the only one left in the big three who hasn't done anything to to help our team. Okay, but so I said maybe this is an opportunity. If I get the ball, then maybe crack one. So Gilbert Lau steps into the free throw, takes his free throw, misses the first one, and we were like, okay, yeah. And I remember before Gilbert Lau hit the free throw, we called timeout. And the play that Coach Franz ran during the timeout was the exact play he ran game one. Okay? So basically, Don will give a screen, look for Renren on the side. If Renren doesn't have it, pass back to Don, pass back to me, pass back to Mon Jose on the left side for a 3-point shot. But in game one, the play didn't because I took the shot. But in game three, dribbling down the ball, look for Don. And Don looks to, I passed it, and then the ball went to Renren. And Renren's the deadliest shooter. I mean, I've never seen anyone in LaSalle history who could shoot like Renren. But apparently, the entire UST team also knew he was the best shooter. So the guy of Don leaves Don and goes to double team Ren. So Ren now passes the ball to Don, and my guard uh, goes to Don to cover up for Don. If I were looking at this game, I think that was the mistake that uh, the UST player had, because he should not have switched to Don, because Don was a center. So apparently it was uh, there was still enough time for Don to make a pass, and he's not going to take the 3-point shot. So Don passes the ball to me, and the play was for me to swing it to Mon Jose. But when I had it, I just had the feeling that Don missed, Ren missed earlier. I'm gonna I'm gonna save this team. I'm gonna carry this team. So I take the 3-point shot. I got fouled, but if you see their video, I never took my eyes off the goal, off the ball, because I knew something good was going to happen. And it went in, and everything was just pandemonium. Everything was just everything. Everybody just went wild. Everybody just shouted. And for me, more than yes, celebrating and enjoying it's really me pulling myself out of the pit of where I came from. I mean, people even today talk a lot about the 3-point shot, about what I did during the game. But for me, during the time, I've been I've been carrying the cross for how many games? For 12 games of hardly being used, and it was a struggle for me. So that 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 shot was more of also a vindication, more of a like a thorn being pulled out of your skin, and it was a breakthrough shot, a breakout shot, a breakout game, and up to this day, I'm amazed that people still remember and talk about that shot. So it stays fresh in my memory until today. The reason why the shot was important for me is because where I came from. It became a symbol of hope, not only to me, but yeah, to me, it works throughout my life. I mean, you go through challenges. I mean, everyone goes through challenges. Everyone goes through struggles and adversity. But the shot reminded me that no matter where I came from, I can always come out of it victorious as long as I don't quit, as long as we persevere. So it was also a message to many people that regardless of where you are in your stage of life or your phase of life, diba? As long as you hold on, as long as you persevere, that time na nag-traffic kami, that was actually, it's difficult having all these credentials and then not seeing action during the game. Mahirap eh. It's a tough pill to swallow eh. Kasi talagang it really hurts your pride. I mean, ego, there's really nothing to show. I mean, talagang you hit rock bottom. Okay? But the shot taught me that if we can just hold on, good things will come out of it. So it's a perfect message to me for my life, and it's also a message to others, to the people. That's why every time people talk to me about it, like what you said, countless interview, I will not stop saying that as long as you persevere, as long as you don't quit, it's impossible for you not to come out victorious. Uh, I believe it's a message wherein God always brings us a message of hope. And as long as we don't stop hoping, as long as we continue believing, good things will always come out of it.
Dino has to take it. Wow! Dino takes it. Plus the foul! Plus the foul! One. Wow! Plus the foul! Dino Aldeguer! Partner, did you see that? Oh, wow! Woo! It shouldn't get any better than that for one Dino Aldeguer, who first chose Ren Ritualo, and who gave it to Don Aliado. Oh, somebody throwing a bottle. And then Dino had no other choice. He took it